Hey, y'all, hey, welcome to the Chat Love Bugs. It is your host, Queen Blama, and we are back, y'all, for another YouTube live reaction. I'm gonna go ahead and add Peach to the screen, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all smack that like button. Subscribe to your girl channel, Queen Blama. Smack that bell notification. Make sure it says all, not personalized, y'all. Okay? Let's listen to what Peach got to say. Think about it when you stop having kids. When you ready to be grown, Peach, you will be grown. Okay? If you the ones that get it, get it. The ones that don't, y'all don't. Bitch, when you ready to be grown, you gonna stop having kids. You're gonna stop having kids.
Then after that, my finances, how much money I need, what my money looking like, which will determine what I'm doing in my career. Based on what my finances look like, determines on how I'm gonna work. And then once I'm done with that, I can work my forget list. And I feel fulfilled. I don't feel drained. I don't feel like nobody's getting taken care of. I don't feel neglected. That's what I mean when I say this. All right, any questions for me? It's 2:56. I'm gonna go buy me some nachos. Speaking of me time, I want some nachos and I don't want to share with nobody. So I'm gonna buy me some I'm gonna buy me some nachos before all my kids come home and I'm gonna go eat them and I'm gonna sit by the water and I'm gonna write in my journal. And I still gotta go live on YouTube. And then after that, it'll be 5 o'clock and I gotta be a mom before I know it.
Child.
Yeah, I want some nachos. Them nachos the other day with the jalapeno was so good. Honestly, if I felt like driving, but I don't feel
I freaking love football Friday, y'all. I can't wait till football Friday. Oh my gosh, nachos. Nachos. That's the only thing I'll be getting at the football games, y'all. I don't care about anything else. Give me some nachos and I need extra jalapenos. And oh, the fact that they charge $1 for them freaking jalapenos be out of control, you guys. Mm-mm-mm. Peach McIntyre got me ready for football Friday. It's so cold. Oh my gosh, the last 2 Fridays we have been freezing.
like it, I would go to
Mm-mm.
Publix, get me a little thing of ground beef, get me some nacho chips and some jalapeno cheese dip, some lettuce. Well, I got lettuce, I got tomatoes too. I just need me some ground beef, and then I would make
What you talking about, Rotel or taco dip or something? We talking about two different nachos, honey.
me some nachos. But the thing is, I don't want you don't got no family. That selfishness come in where we just want a meal to ourselves. Damn, I want an ice cream and I don't want to share with these kids. Or or I want you just want to feel special, like you're important. So that's part of like your self care. Um, this Friday, my husband went out with his friends. I was so happy when he came home. The next day, we was talking about what he did. I was like, "Oh, look at you doing something different." They went and shot pool and stuff. I was like, because I always tell him that you should, but the fact that they all went out. Now I don't know about my husband hanging out with his unmarried friends, but I was happy to hear that. I was like, I'm so happy for you. How many followers do you have to be monetized on TikTok? 500, 5,000, and then 10,000. It depends on the program. Peach, give me the beginning steps of the credit part. Where do I start? Go buy my do-it-yourself credit repair kit. It's $5. Gun range is fun too. Well, I don't think they can go there right now. I think they gotta wait a little longer. Thank you.
Wood is still a felon. That's why she's saying that. And then she claimed that she got a pow pow, but he a felon. But then they be committing, whatever, because she don't be putting him on her leases. And then they said that Wood is getting a social security for the kids in his name, and they say he getting food stamps and stuff for some of the kids in his name. That's why they don't actually change her name, and that's why they don't go on the same lease. That's what the people say.
I'm happy now. Today been an emotional day for me. But I think that's what it was. I'm battling myself. That's why I'm so emotional. Me and my husband gonna talk about it, but I'll talk about it with y'all because we basically are anyways. Battling that what I want to do for myself, what about me? versus what I know I need to do for my kids. That's what I'm battling. And then it's that little bit of envy that my husband still got to go out and enjoy his alone time, and I didn't get to do that. So that's where that this come from. It's more so a battle of my own feelings. We're gonna have a talk. Thank you. They're good. But yeah, I'm happy we got there. See, look, this live, it was for y'all, but it was really for me. It's like talking to myself. And I do that anyways. And I got clarity on all my emotions. So I gotta go tell my husband that I'm upset, I'm jealous, I'm envious. That I feel like in this season of my life, I gotta focus on just the kids and work, which I don't mind, but you're still getting to go out and focus on yourself. And that part is making me a little bit resentful. And I feel like that's why I don't want to take kids to school, and I'm not picking kids up no more, even though I want to take my kids to school because I want to talk to them and I want to nurture them and I want to make sure I do gorgeous hair in the morning. He's gonna be like,
Child, she is so bitter that Wood still goes out every Friday. That I don't understand if you don't approve of it, then why is he doing it? And why has he been doing it for years? Even when he was going to the casino, y'all. So sometimes, like, he would be at home or she would be at home, and the other one would be at the casino. Wood would still go out on Fridays. And then she be like amping it up in everybody else's head, like, yeah, my husband goes out every Friday and that's his time. And we don't call him and we don't bug him or nothing. But then you keep coming and complaining about it. And he hear you complaining about it and he still goes. So what? Either stop complaining about it or let him know that the shit's not flying anymore.
all right, I'm gonna get off the let them have this clubhouse. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, hanging out with me, chit chat. My first week living here, so that ain't nothing new. I just still ain't make nothing, but I love it over here. It's nice. It's the vibe. Even people locally from this area, when I talk to them, like black people, they be like, "Oh, we don't go over there. We won't go to that side." I'm like, it's kind of like Soho, Channel Side kind of thing. But I like it. And then most of my neighbors, they're either they own businesses, retired. Few of them are content creators, and then baseball players. A lot of baseball players, like professional baseball players, live over here. Dog, the bounty hunter, live in this area. I seen him at Publix. You know, so Beach Beach. I got 17 minutes to get ice cream or not get ice cream. That is the question. Okay. So is your new place considered luxury? Yeah, they would consider it luxury. I mean, it's normal to me. I basically almost always live somewhere really nice. Even when I had Section 8. That's why, like, for my kids, it's not uncomfortable. My son Gregory is used to being around a lot of white people. Even being the only black boy in his class, he's used to it. He like me, he could do both. He could do the projects, or he could do the suburbs. Pretty much all my kids can, but y'all know that's how I am. So he likes it. Like the other night he was gone. I'm like, McKay, you need to come home. He was hanging out over here in the area. He was like, Mom, I'm at the volleyball court with kids from school. We're playing volleyball and talking. Yeah. So I'm doing really good. But I like it. I can't wait for the donut shop to open. The donut shop is supposed to have been open since we moved here 4 months ago. Still hasn't opened. Need some content for Wood. From Wood. That's up to him. He claims.
She claims she moves out of Tampa, but people in her chat be saying that she literally still lives in Tampa, and then she get mad and block them. So she's still in Tampa.
Now you gonna start editing. You need to come home. So y'all live in the suburbs. Now we've been living in the suburbs. What are you talking about?
Mhm. 'Cause you're like my best friend, girl, like
It'd be
you.
funny, but she was living in the projects. I had never lived in the projects. My mama moved out of the projects when I was 2 years old. I've never lived in the project since. I grew up in the projects because my great grandma that raised me lived in the projects. So we want to consider that. But yeah, even when I say I lived in the hood, how long can you be on Section 8 for the rest of your life? The new area I have go move to is majority right, and I just don't know. I'm low key scared. So for me, Shakira is different. I always tell y'all this story. When I was in elementary school, I was in a predominantly black elementary school. Everybody from the projects went to this one elementary school, and we did it for generations. My grandmother actually worked there for like 27 years in the cafeteria. But in that school, all the teachers except two were black. I mean, were white. So it was nothing but white teachers. And then all of the students was black except two white students. So the school was like predominantly black. When I got to middle school, I was smart. So they put me in
Not I
all
was
advanced
smart.
classes.
What?
And I went from being in the school with just black kids to I'm in the school and I'm the only black girl in my whole entire class. There's no other black person. It's just me, the only black girl. So in the beginning, I didn't talk. I would just sit in there and I wouldn't talk because it felt like a culture shock. And they thought I was slow, so they put me back in like regular in regular classes. But in the regular classes, where my cousins and all them was, and I'm joking and stuff, they realized this bitch not slow. They put me back in the advanced classes. I was too advanced for them. But when I like got comfortable and start realizing like they're just people, it just became my normal. My best friend in sixth grade, both of her parents were doctors. She had her own car. I used to go spend the night at her house. So I got to be around a lot of white people early in life, and I got to feel comfortable around them early. Just learning like they just people like us. They have
Peach is very much delusional. But when did this happen? Like, did this happen in between her mama making her take a bath in her dirty bath water, or in between her having to stay at her grandmother's house, or did this happen? Like, when did this happen? Because remember, her mama was running the streets and selling and doing this and doing that, right? That's what Peach said. So, yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
problems like us, but certain things that we're taught, they're not taught. Like we're taught to bully people for how they dress, how they look. They're taught to let people be creative. So what if you don't like their clothes? They like their clothes. Don't be mean. You don't have to walk up and say her clothes are ugly and stuff like that. So I just learned a different way to behave and stuff and look at life differently. So I don't feel weird being the only black person in the room. It could be all white males. I don't feel weird. I used to do wrestling too. In high school, I was on the wrestling team with all the white boys. But yes, I could be the only. I done did so much stuff in my life. I be sounding like a liar, but it really be true. I could be the only black person, or I could be in a project on the block with the boys. Like neither one makes me feel weird. It just feel normal for me. Thank you. Yeah, I used to wrestle. Who were you raised around? I wasn't taught that way a while. You wasn't taught what? I was raised by bullies, narcissistic people, people that hated themselves. All they do is pick on you. That's how I was raised. I'm from somewhere, McKay just like me. I'm from a place where you get picked on for being smart. Look at her, she reading a book. She always got a book, her dumb ass. I'm from that. That's where I come from. Versus, and my son, we talked about this the whole drive last night. We just talked. It was a 2 hour drive back home from Orlando, and we talked the whole ride. We were talking about, because normally I'd be on the phone with my husband. He was like, what did y'all have to talk about for that long? We literally talked the whole ride. Have you seen Mega? Have you not seen Mega? All they do is bully people. Yeah, but that don't mean what you call it. So when it comes to racism, I understand that I'm black and people looking at me like they know that I'm black, but at the same time, I also know that I'm welcomed anywhere. I'm black, but I'm welcomed, kind of thing. I talk to my son about this all the time because Gregory is a black male, right? And he's smart. He knows how to conduct himself. So the issue that we have when we become successful black people, however you want to define success, but successful black people is that you no longer become safe in the hood. You like a target, especially a black male. They're gonna pick on you. They're gonna try to rob you, stuff like that. He's not safe in the hood. In the suburbs, you safe, but you also a threat because you're still a black male. You know. So I have those kind of conversations with my son, so he understands like I'm black, but I'm welcomed. I can go to both. In both spaces, I'm still a target, but I still can go to. I talk to him about stuff like this. You know, if you haven't experienced it, you wouldn't understand. But McKay's been in mostly predominantly white schools the vast majority of his life. So it's for him, it's not uncomfortable. I teach all of my children, but especially McKay, as he's the oldest, self advocacy skills. So he knows self advocacy. I also teach him how to not flip out. I know you guys see me flip out, so you think that I lack self control. But then when you go back and look at my CPS situation,
Child, I don't know about her teaching him how to not flip out. She literally told us that Wood made chicken with cream of chicken on it and something. And McKay came downstairs and said, "Ugh, I don't like that. I hate that. I want." What she said? He said he wants steak and cheese sandwiches, and she had already bought him steak and cheese, so he just went and made his own. So if his grown ass coming down the stairs talking about, "Ugh, I hate that. I don't want that. I want something else," I'm not sure what you're teaching him.
and he's like, damn, I would have been doing da da da. She was so calm because I know how to behave. I just choose not to when I don't feel like it. Trust me, I got good sense, you know. So it's more so that I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. Thank you. Like in the hood, my son got picked on. You talk like a white boy. You act like a cracker. Oh, he like to read comic books. He a nerd. You know, like they pick on him. My cousins, or his cousins, my niece and nephew, them they pick on him for the way he act. But then I know it's time. Thank you. When we look at the product, and that's what always give me like a little ease. When we start to compare the product, aka the children, look at the product. Don't let them bother you, baby. Look at the product. Oh, they used to do that to me too. So you know how that feels. So as a smart person, your own family will pick on you because you're intelligent. Their insecurity is showing. So let me bring you down a couple notches. Let me make you feel bad. That's what they do. Black women try to do it too. Grown up women. I had somebody write on my Facebook. They say, I think that was Facebook. It's either Facebook or Instagram. It was like, oh, I know Gregory can't wait until he turned 18 so he could run away and find your mama and be with your mama because I know he hates it there. It's like, please, my child love me. I think I'm gonna have to force him out, like buy a house and kick him out. Go live on your own because he like to be under me. All my kids, they love me. It's the weirdest thing ever. I always be like, why the fuck they like me? They like me. Like even they daddy be sometimes like, get away from my wife. Why y'all always bothering my wife? They like me. Like they come in my room. Even phenomenal when he
We know Wood is not saying that. Like he don't even refer to her as his wife. So we know for a fact he's not telling the kids, "Get away from my wife. Why y'all on my wife?" Girl, bye.
see me, I'm gonna record him. When he see me now, he go like this. He be like, "Mama!" He be clapping. He be so happy to see me. It's so cute. They just like me. I don't know if y'all know what that feel like to have your kids genuinely like you, want to be in your damn skin, like you. They really like me. Girl, don't nobody say that. They do say that. Why would I just make that up? Are you that delusional? They literally wrote that on my page. I blocked them. Thank you. But yeah, yeah, I got 7 minutes to go home. No other mom knows that feeling. I accidentally invited somebody to join me live. That's an accident. It's a wonderful feeling, not even explainable. For me, it's an awkward feeling because it's like, why they like me? I mean, dead serious. What the hell? Why y'all like me? I don't like my mama. Why y'all like me? And then don't nobody else like me. Why do y'all like me? Right? It's a weird feeling when you don't come from that. It's different. Thank you. Why do these comments be hating on her being a mother? Because I'm a better mom than them. It's just insecurity showing. There's no difference in what we just talked about. How a person will come up and be like, you act like a cracker because you're reading up. You talk proper. You know how they'll pick on you? It's their own insecurity because you can hold a proper conversation. You know, big words. You could read on level. It's their own insecurities. They can't. So when women come and they talk about my parenting skills, I know that it is because I am a better parent than them. Their insecurity is showing. It bothers them. How dare she? I have more kids than you and I'm a better parent than you. How dare she?
Child, y'all, this coming from the same woman that's gonna come live crying tomorrow, telling y'all how she wasn't a good parent and how she needs to be a better parent. I cannot. I just don't. For real, for real. Like she'll tell y'all how she used to be depressed and when Wood would cheat and do this, she would just fall into depression and all this. And then she gonna tell y'all that she's a better parent than y'all. You know. So child. Uh-uh. I don't think so, sis.
That's all. Don't let that stuff bother you. Don't let it discourage you. Just know the insecurity showing. There it go again. I just laugh. Can't let people trick you. I had this conversation with my son McIntyre recent. I was like, you let somebody trick you. And I sat down and I explained it to them. People will literally trick you. Don't let them. It smells so good out here. Let's take. All right, y'all. I'm dreading going home. It's dreadful. But I'm finna go home and I'm finna be a mom. I got 5 minutes. I'm gonna stop and get me some ice cream and I'm gonna eat it while I walk home. Status content creator. Who you? You wrote it how many times? Who you? I might stay extra.
Child, she's dreading going home. She ate nachos without her kids. Now she's going to stop and get ice cream and eat it walking home before she get to the kids. And she said she's a better parent than us. Oh my goodness. I think Peach McIntyre might have just earned my children some ice cream because what the fuck? Girl, I think we're gonna go get the kids some ice cream and I'm not gonna get it for myself because I just don't eat like that. But what the hell is wrong with you? You are you really sitting here telling us how you're dreading going home to be with your children and how you're gonna eat ice cream before you get there? Child, you cannot make this stuff up.
I might stay extra for you. You, oh, from the fake page. Let me hit report. Report your fake page. Get it banned. Report. Hate speech. Hate speech. Submit. There we go. We did it. All right. All of your haters come from Tampa. I don't think that's true. I mean, I see people now from Tampa like making videos for me. They be trying to act like they don't know who I am, that they didn't know I existed, kind of stuff. That shit be funny to me. But I don't think so. I have haters from all over the world. It's okay. I have people that love me from all over the world too. I typically don't Christmas shop until the night before, a couple days before. I ain't buying nothing but some power.
She ain't lying. She said she a better parent than y'all. And she don't Christmas shop until she get paid on December the 21st. She is not lying. But she's a better parent than everybody else.
Wheels and maybe one new bike.
Alrighty, y'all. that is it. We have done both of the lives. We are at 1 hour and 8 minutes, love bugs. I'm getting ready to get up out of here for the night. Thank y'all for joining us for this random live watching Peach McIntyre. Y'all heard what she said. She said it multiple times. She said she's a better mother than everybody else. She didn't say she was a better wife, but she definitely said she's a better mother. I beg to differ. This coming from a woman that says she's dreading going home to her kids and then says she's going to stop and get ice cream and eat it on the way home. You a better mama than who? You let your child drop out of high school because he didn't want to go. And then he decided that he wants to go. So now he's back in high school. You a better mama than who? Girl, bye. I don't think so. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out, love bugs. I will talk to y'all in our next YouTube reaction video. Bye, y'all.